ProFootballWeekly.com's Rookie Meter this week looks at some of the underappreciated rookies in the NFL, the offensive linemen. Who are some of the guys that have stood out this year?
Stefan Wisniewski for the Raiders, filling in there in the interior line, started all 12 games for them. That running game's been pretty good. Aldon Smith with the Cowboys at right tackle. A lot of questions about him coming in, the youngest player drafted in that first round. And Mike Pouncey, taking after his twin brother, Marquise, who had a great year for the Steelers this year. Pouncey's played pretty well for the Dolphins at center.
Now at the top of the rookie meter, it's still Von Miller number 1, Cam Newton number 2. Von didn't play this week. It's got to be getting close.
Yeah, it was a tough decision this week to keep Von 1, especially when Cam Newton breaks that record, 13 rushing touchdowns. Not only did he break the record for most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback, but he leads the league in rushing touchdowns. Doesn't matter if running back, Cam Newton's number 1 in that category, but Von Miller, he has a chance at Defensive Player of the Year. Will certainly be, recognized maybe for All-Pro outside linebacker. Cam Newton's not going to get those kind of accolades for the way he's played. He's been phenomenal, don't get me wrong, those numbers are off the charts, but he just hasn't played at that level that Von Miller is. If Von misses another game, though, then maybe Cam Newton moves up.
Crazy. Cam could rush for 20 touchdowns in a season from a quarterback. It's just crazy numbers. DeMarco Murray looked like he was maybe going to be joining that kind of an elite tier, but the last few weeks really slipped a little bit.
Yeah, it was one thing to kind of slip up against the Dolphins, who have a pretty good run defense, but against the Cardinals, 12 rushes for 38 yards against Arizona, that's a bit of a problem. He only had a long of 7 yards in the game. We'll see if he gets back on track in the next couple of weeks and see if that moves up the meter. He's still the best running back of the rookies, but Roy Halou moving up there as well.
Yeah, and with Felix Jones back, you thought maybe that would be one of the reasons, but really not taking that much away from DeMarco. He's just not getting it done. And finally, Aldon Smith and Ryan Kerrigan, 2 defensive players that have really kind of stood out recently.
Yeah, Smith got 2 sacks in the 49ers shutout win. And as good as that San Francisco defense has been, a lot of that goes to Smith. Ryan Kerrigan held in check a little bit against the Jets, still got 6 tackles and a pass defense. He's got 5 of those this year, which is pretty good for a linebacker.
And Aldon Smith doing it not even in full-time duty. You figure once he starts playing all the time and starting, he's going to be a monster. That's the Rookie Meter this week. You can see the full list at ProFootballWeekly.com.